All right, so we'll do a little recap here from last episode. The heroes came up with a plot to trap the villains behind the attack of the Hell's Kitchen police station by utilizing Adrian Toombs, also known as the Vulture, as bait. As expected, the ambush occurred along the route to the harbor where the boat was waiting to transport Toombs to the island prison called the Raft. And the heroes once again faced off with Rocket Racer, Big Wheel, the Shocker, and were surprised by a gaggle of refurbished Ultron robots led by the Tinkerer himself in a newly fashioned Ultron exoskeleton. During the battle, a mysterious figure made of some sort of shadowy energy appeared and threw herself into the fray, helping to take down some of the villains as the SWAT van holding Toombs made its escape to the docks. As the battle died down, you all became aware of the passersby on the street looking at the destruction in your wake, and Spider-Man addresses this newcomer and says, "Who are you and what are you doing here?" And before you can respond, Detective McCarthy has exited his vehicle and he addresses the group, pointing his gun in your direction. And he says, "Hold it right there. I'm Detective McCarthy of the NYPD. We appreciate the assist, but I must request that you stay put. I have been alerted that damage control is on its way. They should be here any minute. Please don't try to run off with the Tinkerer. Just stay put."
Let's go, guys. We gotta go.
And he's winking at you. Don't
going to
take the Tinkerer.
Race towards the Tinkerer and Nyx. And whatever you are, I'm glad you helped us. You want to get out of here. You can follow us if you want, and we can talk, or you can go your own way. It's up to you, but we're taking the Tinkerer.
From behind this, the swirling sort of ink and smoke, you hear a distorted sort of, it harkens back to Mary Ann in the Poltergeist, where her voice goes in and out, and it's
Carol
like,
Ann?
Carol Ann, thank you. But who the hell's Mary Ann?
You're thinking of Gilligan's Island.
That was Gilligan's Island.
Oh, yeah.
That's very different.
Nice. I'd like them both to whisper to me, so that's good. So yeah, so this is whisper going in and out of focus with like some static coming into it. It's saying essentially like, what is going on? Okay, and that's it. But it's so broken up that it's sort of unintelligible. And then all of a sudden she shapes a giant arrow out of the black inkiness pointing back this direction. How do you ping in this?
Well, you can just move
This
your
way.
cursor. There you go. Yeah, that works too.
I'm pointing I create a black arrow out of this inkiness smoke, and it just points in a direction, and she raises up her hands as if to say, lead the way.
Okay. We'll just assume that Malachite is with us. Malachite,
Yes.
grab the tinker. You start digging. We'll go back to your place, and let's get out of here underground so they can't track. So
Where is the Tinkerer on the map?
I took him out of there already, but you've got him with you. Yeah.
Okay. So I guess Malachi will, or whoever's is the closest, will grab him and took him over his shoulder and start tunneling out.
All right. And as you guys are making your way out of there, you hear errant gunfire coming from Detective McCarthy, and it is very, very far away from any of you. He's intentionally missing from the sound of it. But at least he's putting on a show. Now, real quick, Spider-Man, do me a favor. You were saying head to Malachite's. Roll a reason feat.
Yeah, it's probably not wise to go back there, but that was my first. Got a yellow.
Okay. If you'll recall, much like Spidey's apartment, his space was compromised as well and has probably already been overrun by damage control.
Gotcha.
But you guys are en route in that direction because that was the first place you could think of to go.
I hate not to look over as we're big. Cuddle Bear.
Yes.
Yeah, I just realized apartment isn't a good place to go. Damage control knows all about that. The warehouse. Do we want to go back to the hostel or do we want to go somewhere else?
The only other somewhat, I guess, unknown location I could think we could lay low would be, suppose the warehouse that we attract the suit to.
We want to go back to some place where the people we're fighting against know where it is.
If we go, but we could go back to the hostel.
I don't like that idea.
It is an alleged sanctuary for us. We would also probably be attracting more attention to it.
Exactly, and bringing friggin' Tinker there's not a good idea. Malachite knows the city the best besides me. Maybe he knows of some hidden place.
Way to throw it back.
Let's see.
We can have Malachite roll a reason feat.
Okay. I was gonna say, Cuddle Bear possibly know that there's sections of the subways that are no longer in service, and possibly a way to find a station that's abandoned we could hold up in.
Yeah, you could probably do that.
First, I'll roll for Malachite.
Mm-hmm.
He's got 70 out. Excellent. Which is deep green. Cuddle Bear gets. Oh, he's got 6. Stress is red.
Yeah, so you should be able to find a just kind of an offshoot of the original kind of underground subway system that was decommissioned probably back in the 1970s, and it's just been sitting there pretty dormant. Mostly homeless folks and so forth, will hole up in there at nighttime more than anything. There may be a few scattered here and there just kind of hanging out, but that's someplace that you guys could probably go fairly unnoticed. And if Malachite's been through there before, some of these folks might have already seen him and been like, oh, it's just that big green dude again.
Okay, so yeah, then that's what Cuddle Bear will suggest that we use one of the old abandoned subway stations, and that Malachite can maybe get us to one of those quickly.
Okay.
Thank you, Cuddle Bear.
So you guys end up in the underground in the subway system there in a large tunnel. There's a couple of old trash cans that are sitting back in there, and lit on fire, providing warmth underneath the street, for some of the homeless that are down there. You pass a few as you come in who give you some fairly strange looks, but kind of let you pass. And there's one little area that's just kind of an offshoot that kind of runs into like a dead end. Looks like maybe it was like an old boiler room or something like that, where you guys can kind of hole up and stay somewhat out of sight. It's pretty dark and dank in here, wet.
Nyx will keep to the ceiling, floating along.
You can come down here. Easier to talk.
And again, in this faded voice, just where are we going when we're there? We can talk.
Don't know yet. Kind of want to talk to you before we get there.
And you can take advantage of that right now because the Tinkerer is still out at this point. So he's still unconscious.
All right. She will float down like she's dripping from the ceiling and then lands on the ground. And as this happens, the black sort of smoke starts to get thicker and thicker and then dissipates as all the black sort of comes back to her eyes, and she pulls away the black on her mouth and says, "Where the fuck are we going? God, Jesus, I've been followed. Who the fuck are you? I know you. Hey, Spidey, that's awesome. Hey, I'm really a fan of, but okay. Is it just me? Or is that cat talking? Is that cat talking? That cat's talking to you, right? He looks like he's kind of like and she spits a black loogie onto the ground, and it finally kind of dissipates altogether. She shakes it off.
Kind of come
These
up
are
and
like real
start sniffing.
superheroes. These are real superheroes. This is amazing.
Is there a particular like smell that it exudes or anything? Your energy? I just come up kind
Now,
of sniffing around you.
I would imagine it's close to like an ozone smell, where it's like this sort of metallic.
Um,
I'm just curious.
to answer your questions, yes, I'm Spider-Man. Yes,
Or
that cat
are
was
you?
talking. Now, what the hell's going on with you?
On Maya, I mean, normally I wouldn't be this forward with like who I am, but it's Spider-Man. I gotta. That's, I mean, you're a superhero. You're a hero with your pretend name and everything. It's awesome.
Yeah, what's going on here with this black stuff?
I can wield what seems like an extra-dimensional sort of energy source.
And that thing doesn't have a mind of its own?
That thing?
The black source?
That's just me.
Because you reminded me of something else here.
How did you become this way? I think it.
Yeah. She kind of just jolts a little nervously and just, I'm taking my father's place.
Your father was a wielder of extra-dimensional energies.
He was an archaeologist, like me. No, that and she kind of sheepishly realizes that she's backed into a corner with a talking cat and Spider-Man, feeling a little like, okay, I guess I gotta come clean. She reaches in and she pulls out. It's not necessarily like an ankh or a scarab, but it's definitely like a northern Africa, Egyptian possibly design. But it's definitely old, ancient, unknown language symbol that has no gems in it, just some roughly made bronze sort of pendant. And she says, well, this was sent to me by my father, and then the blip happened and I wasn't able to ask him and talk to him about why.
And so
I put it on.
this didn't happen until you put that on?
Yeah, and she kind of just reaches out and like the ink like exits her fingernails, and it comes up as she holds the pendant up and says, I don't know anything. And you're right. It is something. It is extra-dimensional energy. It seems to be something related to just the ancients. I mean, I keep on hearing it call itself Nyx. And I know that is the Greek god of night. So I don't know what this is, where it came from, other than his last dig was in Syria.
Perhaps some totem of the elder gods.
Turn to Mr. Cuddlebear. Do we really want to be around someone that has no idea what's going on with what's going on?
We don't know what's going on.
Well, but we know where our powers come from. What if that's some sort of extra-dimensional evil creature laying low, waiting to do something?
Are you guys talking telepathically?
No, I'm out loud.
Okay.
I'm always talking telepathically.
Yeah, I know you are. Yeah, I didn't know if maybe Spidey was thinking it or if he was talking.
No. I'm. It's Spider-Man. Come on, okay. I'm talking.
Mr. Spider-Man.
I'm curious of your abilities as well, Spider-Man.
I got bit by a spider, a radioactive spider.
I got bit by a pendant, a radioactive pendant.
The ability to summon creatures like our agent friend up there.
Well, yeah, that's just something I just realized I could do not that long ago. My powers keep expanding. It's kind of weird. I guess
mine.
Mine.
Well, yeah, but I've proven I'm good with my powers.
Can I roll intuition for Spidey to see if I feel like he's bullshitting me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That is yellow.
Let me a favor and roll reason.
$69.
Oh, that's Spider-Man, dude.
All right.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Good.
That's one.
Can we count that as the third from the last one?
No.
All right.
All right. Well then, I will just think to Spidey. Well, she did help, and she seems to be of some sort of intelligence, which I'm always grateful for people of intelligence.
Oh, fine. Okay, now where the hell are we gonna go?
There's an abandoned station up ahead. We can collect our thoughts and interview this.
Yeah, but what are we doing with the Tinkerer? What happens when he wakes up?
Well, I suspect he might have information for us. This is the second time we've had some sort of armor-related villain upon us. And his particular armor is curious indeed to be based on. It is based upon both.
They had 4 friggin' Ultrons.
Yes. That's bad.
Where'd they get those? I mean, they were kind of patchwork Ultrons. They were early Ultrons, but...
We should be lucky.
Sean was saying a lot of stuff, but he's on mute.
Yeah. So they're going to see me talking in the background, basically, to myself.
Okay.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, I was just saying, I Ultron. I knew it. I saw it. I was like, these guys need help. Yep.
Yeah, what were you doing here?
I was going to lunch. And then that guy, the weird guy, hey, is that guy with his skateboard? I kind of fucked with his feet. You think he's okay?
Yeah,
No.
he's fine.
He kind of freaked me out because he was looking at his watch and I was like, oh man, there's a giant armored truck, and he's like, oh, this is gonna be like some superhero shit. And I was right. I was totally right. Totally right. Sorry.
Are you okay?
A little excited. Haven't really done this kind of stuff before.
How old is Maya, by the way?
She's 31.
Oh,
Okay, so
Okay. She's the cougar.
I get that when you breaks a ringer. I get that, when you're doing all this for the first time, it's a little bit overwhelming. So you were just going to lunch and
How much time has she missed her lunch date by this time?
By this point, yeah, I would say so. Mm.
All right. She realizes that,
And truthfully, that lunch date probably has been canceled at this point because of the destruction in the middle of the street. Everybody in that area, if they weren't looky-looing, they were running the other way, and businesses were closing up their doors trying to protect themselves. So yeah, it's a bit chaotic.
So she will immediately try and contact her lunch date on her phone, like, but she realizes she has no connection probably. She's like, yeah, I was going to meet a colleague. I work at I'm an archaeologist. I work at the Natural History Museum.
Okay. Sure. Okay. Yeah, Mr. Cuddlebear, what the hell are we gonna do? I'm at a loss right now.
Can I get reception maybe? Do we have to stay down here, or?
You could probably. I think if you got back out into the main tunnel out there, you saw like one bar out there.
I'll kind of nudge people to. Can I see if my friend's okay? I totally forgot to ask after all that went down.
Yes, but be careful.
Yeah, sure.
Unless we might have been followed.
Just don't say who you're with.
Yes, sir.
I won't tell any of the rats that I see. She turns around and walks around, like trying to follow the signal.
I think, Dragon, you said that there was a station up ahead, an old abandoned station somewhere up ahead, if you recall.
Yes.
Is that where you guys are heading, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, then I guess I'll run back. What the fuck? Don't leave me down in the sewers alone.
Well, they all have to go back out into the sewer to get there. So you guys were just in a little offshoot that was a dead end anyway.
Like,
so
I walk off, they take off the other direction. I'm like, you telling me something?
Perfectly fine with me.
Come on now.
You try to make the phone call. The phone call isn't really wanting to connect, so you maybe try a text, and that does seem to go through, and your lunch date says, no, I'm fine. There was just some crazy stuff going on over here, and I thought it was probably best with the way things have been going here lately, maybe we can postpone.
Yep, I'll give her my lunch date a thumbs up emoji.
Okay. All right, so you guys head down the tunnel just a little bit further, and end up in an old stop that has been decommissioned as well. Inside there is kind of a little guards kind of shack area that's kind of embedded back into one of the walls. You can see that there's a chain that is padlocked. But the door is somewhat ajar, and kind of a cold, musty wind is blowing out of the door frame there.
That's creepy. Is that where we're going?
We'll be fine. You're with superheroes, remember?
Right.
Nothing down here but homeless and Morlocks. Probably.
Yep. Cuddle Bear, do you want to go check it out first, just in case?
Maybe Chuds.
Ooh.
I love that movie.
Yeah, I'll kind of sniff around, see if I smell anything weird or funky.
Lots of dead rats. And so you smell, a little bit of decay, feces. It ain't pretty in there, but it's been abandoned for quite some time, and the chained lock, has at least kept larger animals and humans out of there for the time being. But other than that, it's a fairly empty room with a couple of old computer monitors from the 1980s probably in there, and some chairs that have been knocked over, and it's just in pretty major state of disrepair. Dusty, grimy.
We should be fine here.
Okay. get in there then.
And Malachite can easily open that door for you guys.
That's what I figured. I probably could too.
Once you get in there, Tinkerer is still at this point unconscious. He's kind of, you can see his head just kind of moving back and forth a little bit, like maybe he might be starting to come to a little.
Malachi will set him on the ground, or in the chair or something.
Do we need to restrain him or anything?
Most of the armor that he was wearing has been pretty much destroyed.
Okay.
There's nothing on him really that looks like it's active, and so
Can
forth.
we
So
get him? Can we get him out of the suit?
what's left of it? Yeah, you could probably just peel it off of him. Those of
Okay.
you that have decent enough strength.
Malachite and I will start peeling it off.
Colbert will suggest you should web his hands just in case.
I'm kind of embarrassed to say this, but I ran out of web during that last battle. I gotta make some more.
It happens to everyone. Don't worry about it. It's not something that's really important. Unless you're Spider-Man.
Well, I mean, it's kind of who I am. I'm Spider-Man. Everybody knows me because I web.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
yeah.
I can keep him down, but I shouldn't touch people.
Why not?
It tends to have a corrosive effect on everybody else but me.
Like acid corrosive?
Mm,
Like you eat them?
yeah, it's more like a disintegration and just evaporation.
That's
Worse.
eating them.
But I don't gain anything from it. I just make them lose
What
their
the-
skin.
Are we? Look at Mr. Cuddle Bear and Malachite. And, what the? Why are we? Do we want this with us?
This guy wouldn't be here, and as she points down to Tinker, without me.
That is true.
You guys came into my lunch date and ruined it, and here I am after getting your bad guy.
You walked into the middle of our setup.
No, I
We
was
were
walking
ambushing
there. You
them.
drove into my lunch date.
people.
No, you were having a
We're
lunch
all
date.
on the same. So
God, you're like such a little impudent
down.
teenager.
Everyone
Fuck you,
just
little crap ass.
calm
You were a
down.
31-year-old woman. Why are you acting like this?
What do you mean, me acting like what?
Please, if everyone could just take a step and kind of step between them, kind of like weaving out of their legs.
Are you working your magic on him?
I am gonna try to calm them down a little bit. Everyone just back off a little bit. That's green, barely. Should I roll for each?
All right. If you two guys would roll psyche.
That's awesome. 6.
81.
Okay. Nix, you kind of are like, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, all right. Maybe I overreacted a little bit.
I just look at her and goes, because you know what? I am a teenager.
Please.
That explains so much. So much.
You must
So she looks
concentrate.
around, and the only other adult would be Malachi.
Nope, not really.
He's an adult creature of some sort or whatever.
He's a
The
big
large
thing.
She looks up at Malachite and it's kind of like waiting for some sort of input because the only thing she's heard is a talking cat and then Spider-Man whining about her saving his bacon. So she's kind of like, is there an adult in the room?
And he just kind of shrugs a little bit and looks at you, and he's like, at least you got him to shut up for 5 seconds. No offense.
No offense.
She turns
babe.
around just kind of like, just flabbergasted and like flummoxed on what she's going to be able to do. Like, does she just fucking leave? Like, just get out of this scenario? She has no idea. And she kind of just looks over and she looks at the cat.
We appreciate
gives her a little like a nod, like.
We appreciate your efforts, and we would appreciate your patience as well. We are all going through this somewhat unawares. Perhaps this Tinkerer will give us some clues.
And you see the Tinkerer kind of flutter his eyes open a little bit. You got him sitting in a chair?
Sure.
Kind of flutters his eyes open a little bit and kind of shakes his head, gets the cobwebs off, so to speak, and looks around the room. And he's like, "What? Where am I? Who are you people?"
I will take a step back
Mhm.
from the line, just waiting.
We were the ones you've attacked in an ill-timed effort to free your compatriots.
Well, where are we now? What are you doing with me?
We'll ask the questions. And then she stops. Kind of like,
Spider-Man actually freaks and jumps back.
She takes a step back and then kind of looks over and goes, gives a nod up to the cat. Kind of just stands there.
We wish to know who you work for.
He backs up in that chair when Nix comes at him and just scoots back in that chair. And it's an old roller chair with like one wheel that has been broken off. So as he pushes back, he just goes ass over tea kettle and falls backwards on the ground. He's like, don't hurt me, please.
Well, do know that it's Maya now, because she got rid of all the black when she started talking to
That's
Spider.
cool. You still
So she's just reminded, but she's like putting on her mom voice.
Yeah. The energy was enough to scare the shit out of him. Please don't hurt me. What do you want from me?
Information.
We just told you.
What kind of information? What do you want?
Who do you work for?
I'm.
Why were you trying to get the vulture?
He was an old friend, okay? I worked with him in his crew. He got taken to the raft. He appeared back. I helped him out. We wanted him to join back up with us, but he wasn't having any of it, so he kind of went on his way. And then I got the word from his other new pal, this Mac Gargan fella, that they were going to be transporting him back to the raft, and I gathered some of my new crew to come out and try to bust him out. So that's why we were there. Was just to get tombs. We certainly weren't expecting you guys to be there.
Glad to surprise you.
Where did you get the Ultron clones knockoffs?
We kind of came into possession of an old former Stark subsidiary called Accutech. Was the name of the company. It was just a side piece for Stark, and I think a lot of the armor that he had kind of rounded up ended up in one of the warehouses there. So I was able to reprogram it for my purposes.
So you did that?
Yeah, those are mine.
Matt Gargan, who's he?
Just some guy that Toombs met in the raft. Calls himself the Scorpion. Runs with some Mexican gang.
And why were you helping him?
Why were we helping The scorpion?
Oh, yeah. I mean, what's the scorpion got to do with all this?
Well, he was the one that came to us to let us know that Tombs was going to be put back on the raft.
He's going to leak the information for us.
Do what? Leak the information for you. So you set this up? You set us up?
No.
Wait, is that a cat?
Yeah.
Is that
Got a
cat
problem with
talking
it?
to us?
We'll ask the questions here. I can get in.
Got a problem with it?
No, it's just a little weird.
Yeah.
I've been set up by a cat.
And Spider-Man. The girl that yelled had nothing to do with it, though.
Oh, Malachi kind of laughs. Okay, so this was the jail, just attempted jailbreak, but this might be the top of this particular ladder. The Tinkerer. It seems that our agent friend was interested in him or something.
If you will recall, one of the reasons that you guys were trying to trap the Tinkerer was to try to get at the guy that was taken over, or attempting to take over the Kingpin's territory.
That's what it is. So yeah, you're assembling this crew for what purpose? Does this have to do with the gang takeover?
I'm not in charge of these guys. I mean, I asked them to come and help me get Tombs, but no, I'm not in charge.
And who is?
Who's asking? A cat?
Maya will immediately step forward, and as she kind of looks at the Tinkerer, her skin, all her pores start to leak this black ink liquid as she turns into this figure that starts smoking, and her jaw unhinges and opens, and out of her mouth, I'm creating a snake to come out and to go right up to his face and lick his cheek.
Oh God! It's Leland Owlsley. Leland Owlsley the second. It's the son of the former guy that was working with the Kingpin, and the Kingpin killed him, and now he's back to mete out vengeance, I guess, on the Kingpin or whatever, and he's trying to take over his father's old territory, and take the Kingpin out at the same time. He goes by the Owl. That's his name. It's Leland Owlsley II. He's the one that's recruiting the gang and having me and a couple other guys equip them with high-tech weapons. And it was just me and the Shocker at first, and then we've just kind of helped him build his own personal army.
And as he was spilling the beans, the snake was slowly going around his neck, touching, if his skin is bare, just touching it enough so that it leaves a little bit of a red mark.
Okay.
As it kind of comes back to my mouth. So he's got like a little bit of a burn mark on his cheek from the tongue. And then all of a sudden everything just whoosh, falls like water to the ground, and it's just her. And she kind of looks up and says, "How'd I do?" And she looks immediately to the cat.
Very well.
Yes.
He is now breathing heavily, and in pain, from the burns on his neck and his cheek, and is absolutely terrified of Nix.
I'm gonna jump up into his lap and kind of be like, "It is okay. We will."
What just happened?
Let her hurt you. And I kind of just rub up against him. It's okay. It's okay.
That is disgusting.
What's disgusting is I don't know how you actually spit webs. Spiders do you have like a? And she kind of leans over and looks at his back. Do you have like a butthole that squirts it? Like,
No, I don't.
but that's spiders. I mean, are you a mutant? Are you just
No.
Okay.
It is an invention of his own design.
Yeah, it's pull back. My
Cuddle Bear says somewhat proudly.
I pull back my hoodie arm and show them there's like a little thing strapped to my wrist, a little contraption. So that's how I do it.
Very Cool.
back
Very
up.
cool. Very cool.
I turn to the Tigger.
Yes, it is.
Could have used your intelligence for good. You are a bad boy. We will take you back to the origins. And I guess we'll restrain him and take him back to the authority. Do you need anything else from him? I kind of turned it to him.
You got a name.
Guys, hang on. I'm sorry. Give me 1 second. I apologize.
Good night, Sullivan.
Yeah, spilled the beans pretty good. I don't think we need him.
I have no idea if he did or not. Because I have no idea why you guys were there. I was there for a lunch date, so I'm trying to figure out.
You keep
Well,
saying that.
I was.
I don't think lunch date means the same thing to us as it does to you.
It was a literal lunch date. I was talking about some findings.
Oh, I thought you were some romantic interest.
Hey everybody, how are you?
Hey,
Well, hey, Bobby.
Thanks for holding the fort down.
No problem.
I just had a long drive from Mansfield, Ohio. It was horrible snow all the way until I got south of Cincinnati.
damn, that's
Fun.
All right, Joey's being a dad. Sorry, guys. Thanks.
Look who's joined us.
I saw that. You got the link, right, Bobby?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right. So I apologize. Where did we leave off there?
We kind of just figured out we got the name, but
Yeah, we got the
don't know what
name,
next
and
steps
you
are.
know, we should try to find a little bit more information out. Well, you know, where he is, what's his plan.
Oh, is this guy somewhat of a local celebrity then, since he's like the son of Kingpin? Has he been in the news, or is he kind of totally underground? Like,
He's not the son of the Kingpin. He's the son of Leland Owsley. Owsley was an advisor to the Kingpin, and he would have been somewhat in the public eye. Yes. He died under mysterious circumstances. Fell down an elevator shaft and broke his neck.
Well, all right. I guess that sounds somewhat mysterious. Okay. So, and this is probably, like, I guess, this gang word is just kind of starting to shape up. He's like starting to get superpowered people, I guess, to be his muscle.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
So,
And look-
I was gonna say, what do we want to? Do we want to relay this information to our dude in the forest, or?
Yeah, exactly. But hold on, I'll text him rather than call him, because he might still be dealing with you know who. Text the detective. Have some info. Call when you can. And send, and then what should we do with this guy? Question mark.
Are you sent that to him as well? What should we do with this guy?
Yeah.
Okay. You don't receive a response back immediately, so it's kind of sitting there right now.
Yep.
Let's kinda
Okay.
explore the area while we're waiting.
You're going to explore the area while you're waiting?
Yeah, I'm just kind of nose around.
Okay. Again, once you kind of get out into the main area, there are a few homeless people scattered here and there, and they pay a roving cat, no particular mind. And really not that much to see down here other than the derelicts.
Hey, Maya,
Yes.
sorry. I didn't mean to make you mad. I'm just,
Oh, I thought you farted
just-
or something. No, it's okay.
Hmm.
You're Spider-Man.
well,
You know a
I
lot more than I do.
did fart. I just It's just really hard for me to trust people.
I can see why. Being a superhero and all.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's pretty rough.
So, do you have like a what was that called in Back to the Future? Like the engine? But how do you feed your wingers, slingers?
Oh,
You have to. You're not much used to them. Anyone, if you don't have your slingers, are you?
Oh no, there's a bunch of other stuff I can do. You know, I'm still strong. You know, I can still wall climb, and I climb up to the ceiling upside down, hang there. You know, I can. There's a lot of things I can do. I just have to go make more. And I make it at home.
So, do we have to stop by there, or
Do
do I even need to be here? Like, are you guys okay?
Probably shouldn't go home because they know where I live now.
Ooh.
And that's where all my lab stuff is. So, ooh.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
Let's back that up that they know
that
where you
poses
live.
a problem. I'm sorry, what?
Who knows where you live? And am I associated now with by hanging out with you guys?
Yeah, you are. The vulture, his buddy, knows where I live, so I have to assume that they all know where I live. But they know where Malachite lives too.
Okay.
Like they can bring it.
Okay, so
then,
you're saying I should go right now, and I don't want to be.
No,
tied
no,
up.
no,
I don't know
no,
what's
no.
going on with you guys.
No,
This seems
I'm
like
not
it's a very
saying that at
personal thing,
all.
and I interrupted what looks to be like a breakout of mammoth proportions, but from heroes.
I'm not saying we couldn't use your help. You know, more help the merrier. It's. We just
Okay.
don't. It's really hard. It's just all happened. We don't we don't have that much information about what's going on yet.
She kind of has this change in tone from arguing with a colleague to realizing that she's talking to a child, and it's just like, okay, it's all right, don't worry about it, we're good. But she's clearly refocusing and somehow relying more on the mystical cat for information as she looks down and kind of says, so am I in danger? Or is my family in danger?
It is likely.
Hold on 1 second. Let me put a pause in that. Do you have any family left?
Yeah, I would say a sister, a brother.
Okay. All right. Where is he?
The last time I knew, he was in Spain.
Have you spoke to him in the last 2 weeks?
Nope.
Okay. And did he have any particular trinkets that was given to him by his father?
He might. I don't know exactly.
Do
I
not
lost touch.
give the DM ammunition, man.
We are estranged. We haven't
Okay.
talked to each other in over 10 years.
Okay, good. That's all I needed. You may continue.
Middlebury says it is unlikely that anyone witnessed the battle would have associated you in this form with you in your other form. However, I would be concerned being so attached to extra-dimensional energies. So your question of safety is relative.
God. She
Check
stands
my
up,
phone.
looks
Any
around.
response from the detective yet?
Yeah.
Still no response yet.
I'm just looking.
The Comet Kid is here, right? Comet?
Mm-hmm. And the Tinkerer looks up at you guys while you guys are having this discussion. And he's like, hey, Look, I still don't quite know who you guys are, and as long as you could keep this woman thing away from me,
We got no control over her.
I'm willing to help out however I can. Look, the last thing I want is to have to go to the raft, especially after all of this. So maybe we can work out a deal. I scratch your back, you scratch mine, maybe?
It's really not how that works.
Maya just
kind of
black
can be.
nails elongate from her fingers.
Please, please, no,
Yes.
please, no.
And as she kind of walks over, black drips from her fingernails.
Oh God, oh God. Please don't let her hurt me, please.
Don't hurt him. And I say it like that. Don't hurt him. Please don't hurt him.
She'll just tap the nail on his nose
Yeah.
gently.
Ow.
And then
You
she'll
have
keep
more-
on looking at him, but then she'll float back. Not walk back, but she'll float back behind the cat in Spider-Man.
What can I do? What do you guys really want?
We would have this gang war over before it starts for the safety of the city. That would be a start.
So how can I help you there?
Do you know the location of this aspiring Kingpin?
He would come to see us at the lab at the old Accutech building. He was the one that provided us with the money, with the materials that we needed, all of that sort of stuff, but we never were allowed to go to what he called his nest. But he
No
does.
idea where this nest is.
I don't. Maybe some of the other guys that we work with, maybe they do. There's one in particular that goes by the machine smith. His name's Samuel Saxon. He seemed to be pretty close to Owlsley. Like maybe they might have had a history together. I'm thinking if anybody would know, maybe him. And then there was another guy. I never actually caught his actual name, but he came to us with powers already. I didn't provide anything for him, and neither did Norbert or the Machine Smith. I don't know. Maybe Machine Smith had something to do with this other guy.
Like superpowers or just like super suit?
Like superpowers, not like super suit. They just called him the Wisp, or Will of the Wisp.
What did he do? What could he do?
He could walk through walls and throw like glowing balls of light and kind of make you feel weird. I only saw him do it once. Never did it on me or any of the others, but I saw him walk through walls all the time.
How did you know how to get a hold of these guys?
Well, they mostly just kind of hang out at the lab where we've been doing all the work.
And you said that's the old Accutech building?
Yeah.
Perhaps we can get materials for your web there as well.
I Google Accutech.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and basically what you see there is it was a subsidiary of Stark Tech, something that was started back in the probably late 80s to early 90s by Obadiah Stane.
Ostain. In town? Is it local? Is it local or is it like?
It has a couple of small locations here in town, and it was someplace where they were basically creating some of the basic weapons tech for Stark Tech when they were in that game.
Mm-hmm. Gotcha. Do we know why they shut down? Because, I mean, it's odd for a Stark subsidiary to shut down.
Yeah, they actually shut down when Obadiah Stane was killed. He was pretty much the figurehead of that company and was the one that kept it running. And when Stark ended up kind of closing down shop as far as creating weapons for mass consumption, that was the first thing that he shut down, because that was basically the seed that Obadiah had planted to make sure that he could have a far-reaching stretch across the globe. So every single one of these across the whole world had been shut down by Stark in probably about 10 years ago or so.
Okay. Gotcha. So what do we do? Start checking out the Accutech labs, looking for these guys? I think, are they still going to be there? Are they still hang out there, or have you guys think they'll go into hiding now that this has happened?
Well, I kind of did this on my own, so they don't really know that what I was up to today.
Oh, this is going to
quite
make
honest.
the news, though.
Probably.
Tinker attacks convoy going to the raft. That's going to be a headline.
Well, they don't know it was necessarily me. They just saw an Ultron armor.
It's true.
I say to Spotty, perhaps we can use a deceit that has worked well in the past. We can have our Tinkerer friend try to set up a meeting with these guys, and we will ambush them. We are 1 for 1.
Yeah, that sounds great. I'll be happy to do that. Just keep her away from me, please. And then maybe when this is all over, I can just kind of just disappear. I am happy to help you guys out.
I kind of just telepathically to the guys, you can disappear to jail. And then to him, yes, we will, yes, there's a deal.
I just think, hopefully thinking that Mr. Petal Bear will read this going, we can't give him up. That'll piss the detective off.
No, we are lying to him.
Oh. But I say that out loud. Oh. Does that sound like a plan to everybody?
Well, I
Sounds
only
like a
heard
plan.
half of that conversation because half of it was telepathic. So I'm going to assume that we're doing something.
No, the Tinkerer has graciously agreed to set up
I
a
heard
meeting
what he
with. So yeah, that's what does that.
You sound like you talked to.
Do you want
I'm
to join
sorry.
us?
I don't think we even know. Like, who are you? As she looks down at the cat.
My
Oh,
name
that's
is
Mr. Cuddlebear.
Mr. Cuddlebear.
No shit, that's like your own name. Sorry, I thought that was like your hero name.
Well, sure. My full name is Alex Xavier Beervis von Cuddlebear.
That's more like it. Oh yeah. So what are we doing? Am I in on this?
Oh, I will telepathically fill you in. Yes, we have convinced the Tinkerer that he could earn his freedom by helping us, and we will bait a trap for his companions, and then send them all to jail.
Awesome. Can we do this before Monday?
What day is it?
Thursday.
What's on Monday?
I have some work I have to turn in by then, so I just want to know.
Do you have any
Planning my
other-
weekend.
I'm just gonna let you know, if you're planning on taking the superhero route, you gotta make some sacrifices in your personal life.
Thanks, kid.
It's like being on call.
exactly. I mean, a superhero is not a 8 to 5 job.
Thanks. Do I get a card?
If you want to make one, sure. I don't know. Does that black thing have pockets?
She's wearing like normal, sort of like she's like cargo pants, like a top.
Well, yeah, I know you have pockets, but when you're a superhero, you're all black and oozy and gooey and shit. And pretty freaking scary.
It doesn't destroy my clothes.
Yeah, why? How does that work? Because you were burning him, but it doesn't burn you.
Yeah, I think it has to do with this. And she kind of ting ting flicks the pendant around her neck.
All right. Comet, you're being quiet over there. What do you think?
I'm still trying to catch up from your guys' beginning conversation before I got here. No, I'm listening.
It really wasn't much more. Really wasn't much more
to
than
make
this,
a
honestly.
couple of like notes, like, okay, I'm here. I've got this. I am 100% with the group. Whatever you guys think is good, I'm with you. Let's go.
Yeah. Let's do this. Follow cat. Yeah, child.
So the Tinkerer is
I'm
like,
not a child. I'm 17.
She kind of giggles. She's like, "Fucking, I can't believe this."
I am too.
You know what I'm capable of. You've heard what I can do.
Yeah,
before you met me, you worshipped me.
I didn't know you were a kid. Sorry.
Oh, and that
It's
changes things?
Totally
I'm not a kid.
That is ageist.
Yeah, what he said.
Did you say it to both of us or just to me?
I did telepathically, yes. That is ageist.
All right.
I'm a kid, and then you're younger than me.
Oh, yeah.
You're not helping.
I am the youngest.
Just saying, man, we got to stick together.
and the Tinkerer speaks up and he's like, I don't mean to interrupt, but I mean, do you want to do this like now, or do I have like a day to plan this, or what are we doing?
I think we better do this now.
Yes. We cannot let the Tinkerer out of our supervision.
Right.
All right, so he says, well, whenever you guys want to go, I'm ready to kind of lead you in the direction. I guess I can tell them that I found some new recruits, maybe, and just introduce you guys to them.
Yes, that should work.
How believable
Sounds
is it
good to
going to
me.
be with Spider-Man? Who's going to believe that he's going to be a recruit?
We shall
I can.
disguise the Spider-Man.
Hey, listen, if the money is right, Spider-Man will join anybody.
Is that true?
At least that's what I've been told.
Who said that?
Everybody.
What? I'm not.
Or a
Don't
mercenary?
take payment for what I do.
Isn't that the main reason why you decided not to officially become an Avenger? Because it didn't really pay anything?
No, they didn't invite me.
We're not invited.
Yeah, they didn't invite me. They're kind of. It's a long story.
It is because you are a child.
Probably.
Stop it.
All right, Tink. Show us
there's-
where we're stupid and gone.
there's okay. Yeah, I'll just go in without my costume. That takes care of that. Nobody knows what I look like.
We can just
Outside
find
my
you
costume.
a mask of some sort.
I'm sorry, what?
We could find you a mask of some sort if you fear your identity being known.
Yeah, that's true. We could do that. That's a better idea. I like that idea.
She pulls out a bandana from one of her pockets. It's like, here, I guess you could use this if you want to be a rootin' tootin'.
No, I think we can find a better mask.
Okay.
Go to the mask store.
Yes.
You find like a William Shatner
We shall
mask.
go. Yeah, let's go to the mask store. I guess we're going to the mask store first. And then we're
Mask
No,
store
I'll
it
just-
is.
I'll go.
mask store.
I'll go. I don't need a mask. I can just go in, and they just don't mention who I am.
They're gonna ask who the
You don't
kid
think
is.
they're gonna know who you are?
They're
No,
gonna
no one
ask
knows
who
who
the
I am.
kid is.
No one knows who I am.
Yeah, unmasked. Yeah, he's
Unmasked. No one knows who I am.
All right.
Only Mr.
All right.
Cuddle.
All right.
Actually, Cuddle Bear knows who I am. He's seen me without my mask.
Now I know.
Like we all know who you are now.
Yeah, this is not really a good
Well,
job.
yeah,
of keeping
but
some
I
secret.
trust. I trust you guys, and
Yeah, we just met.
I turn away from Maya when I say that. I trust you guys,
You trust us because we asked you to join our team.
and I guess I don't remember being asked. It just kind of happened, and I guess I'm gonna have to trust her.
I guess I just assumed that you and Mr. Cuddlebear had a telepathic conversation about that. So my apologies for assuming, but we'd certainly love for you to join this team of bandits, so to speak.
You're talking to Maya.
Whichever multiple personality I'm talking to at the moment.
Maya, yeah, she kind of just says, "Oh," and she just draws a little heart in black ink in the sky and blows, and it moves towards it and dissipates into smoke.
And it burns your eyes.
Yeah, exactly. I duck. I'm still on the ceiling.
Nice.
Get on the ceiling even more.
Lead the way. I'm here to
No,
help,
hold on.
I guess.
Let me take care of
Obligated.
this. I take off the hoodie, and I'm just wearing a black t-shirt underneath it, just a plain black t-shirt, and I'll take off my mask. And I look remarkably like Tom Holland.
All right, so the Tinkerer.
This is me, guys.
Is like, okay, so we're gonna be heading. I honestly, I actually don't know where we are. Where are we? Are we still in Hell's Kitchen?
Are we Malachite?
I
don't know.
DM?
Yeah, you're pretty close to Hell's Kitchen still. Yeah.
Yes.
He says, "Well, we've got a little bit of a walk to get where we're going. We're going to be heading down into Lower Manhattan and heading towards Canal Street, which is kind of close to the docks in that area. We've got a lab. The Acutech lab is set up just alongside the docks there. So it takes you about 15 minutes walking time to get in the area. It's starting to become dusk at this point. So
I suggest we go underground as much as we can.
okay.
Yeah, as possible.
And once you guys do
Not
get
bad
out,
idea.
he kind of points over to the dock area, and you get there, pretty much unscathed, without too many people noticing. He kind of points over the area that I'm talking about, and it is an older, abandoned kind of warehouse complex there with 3 separate buildings, and there's a couple of old cranes out in front, that was originally placed there, for moving large crates and containing shipping containers around. A lot of those old containers are still there, and they've got Stark logos and Acutech logos on the side, but they've all kind of rusted out over the last decade or so, and have hopefully been emptied out. And you can see from You're about a block down the street at this point. You can see a few individuals kind of walking around in that area, seem to be kind of patrolling the interior of the fenced-in area that contains the three buildings inside.
They have a basement in this place?
No, they're all pretty much single-level structures, he says.
It's all like fenced in perimeter, or is it just kind of walking?
There's a fenced-in perimeter that covers 3 sides, and then there's an open side on the opposite end that actually goes out into Hudson Bay.
I kind of look over at Comet, like, you think you can help us approach from the water side?
We're trying to sneak in. Is that what we're doing? I thought he was saying he's gonna
Oh, right.
bring friends and showcase. Hey, I got these new
My bad.
duties.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah, we'll just walk right in, right?
That's what I was hoping. I'm kind of looking over at. She's looking over at Tinker, and like waiting for him to guide us.
Yeah,
Hey,
he's at your beck and call. You just tell him what you need to do. He overheard the cat talking, and he's like, "Okay, well, I guess they're going to sneak in, so I'm just going to duck out this way." He's kind of had started to kind of just.
No, so
No.
can you just walk us in there, Tinker?
If that's what you want, yeah.
I mean,
I should be able to.
I mean, you kind of need to make sure you're not leading us into a trap here.
Yes, can you tell us what to expect? Like how many people they have?
Well, we've got a bunch of the owls, just basic thugs, kind of guarding the place on the outside. Who all's inside at this point? I couldn't tell you. It just depends on.
But if the basic thugs see you, that won't be a problem.
If the basic thugs see me, no. I can kind of just let them know that I've got new recruits coming in, and
Okay.
they should hopefully just let us pass. We would have, if we're lucky, the Fixer and the Tinkerer will both be inside. That's Sam and Norbert.
Machinist?
Who is Norbert? You said the Tinkerer, but who is Norbert?
Oh, sorry, I did say the Tinkerer. I meant the
Machine, whatever.
Machine Smith.
Sam.
Machinist.
Mhm. Speaking of, I have to go in there and fix his name because I forgot to do that.
No, I thought you said Samuel Saxon was the Machine Smith.
Sam Saxon is the Machine Smith, yes. And then there's the Fixer as well. That was the guy that he referred to as Norbert.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, so I guess we're just walking in, huh?
Go back.
Yes.
I'm okay with that.
You still have your backpack, Spidey?
I'm sorry? Yeah, I've got my backpack.
I'm jumping to the backpack.
Okay.
It's definitely
Probably a little bit tighter in there because that's where my sweatshirt and mask are.
Okay. But yeah, I just feel like
Oh, we need to
walking
figure
in.
out if they ask who I am. I'm let's see.
Can you do me a favor? This is a favor from my son.
Yeah.
Because when he and I played Marvel, he created a villain alter ego for Spider-Man.
Okay.
And he went by Killer Joe.
Okay. I'm Killer Joe.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, that's who I am. Just call me Joe or KJ. Yeah, call me KJ.
Someone's going to be so happy.
Nice.
And Maya, once she thinks that she could be seen by whoever these people are, is when she'll pink up.
Okay, yeah. And as you're approaching the area there, you can kind of see the whole perimeter is covered by a fence. It should be popping up on your screen right now. Yep. Some light posts, that are kind of positioned around, most of which are off. There's just maybe about 2 or 3 that are actually lit up, and they're the closest ones kind of to the guard shacks there. Mm-hmm. And both of the guard shacks that are there actually do have a couple of thugs inside them. Give me an intuition roll, each of you, and whoever gets the highest.
68, dude.
62.
So I'm in yellow.
Do you want me to roll on my intuition or my senses?
You can probably roll on your senses.
$41 green.
Okay. Right in this area right here, if you can see where I'm kind of positioning my cursor right there, and on the opposite side over here.
I can't see your cursor.
Okay, I'm way down at the bottom. If you scroll way out.
I see it. I just hadn't scrolled out enough. Okay.
There and there.
Yep, I see it.
You see
now.
2 more thugs that are on top of some of those shipping containers, and they both have rifles.
Okay.
And just kind of pacing back and forth, and or crouching, and just kind of keeping an eye out. They do see you guys coming up. You see the one that's closest to you kind of bring the gun down and scope you.
Be right back.
Sure. But he sees the Tinkerer with you, and kind of puts the gun down and just puts his hand up and waves just a bit. Tinkerer raises his hand as well. And he leads you guys. I'll take Malachite since I don't have him up on the screen here, but he leads you guys over to this gate over here and begins to discuss with the guard the fact that he's bringing a few new recruits in. Pretty quick, short discussion, and he's able to get you guys inside and takes you to the smaller of the 3 buildings right over here.
You have me controlling both Malachite over there.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why you... Can you deselect him? Just click somewhere on the map to deselect both of you and then click back on yourself.
What is going on here?
Are you having trouble too, Bobby?
Yeah, hold on a second. Oh, there we go. Now I got it.
Okay.
It was just like hanging. It would start to move and then stop.
They had an update on this about 2 weeks ago or so, and when I was playing with the other group, my whole screen completely locked up on me, and we had to pretty much just do theater of the mind. And I haven't updated my software yet, so that may be part of the issue that we're finding. So I may find some time where I can actually run the update on this. Okay, so you guys get inside the complex without much of a hassle, and are able to enter into the main laboratory here. So I'm going to get you guys on that map. And I'm going to rearrange a few things.
Just so you know, I am like totally trying to walk like a badass with a strut. Really overdoing it.
I'm just gonna keep my ears out for what's going on.
All right, so you guys end up going into the lab, and this again is kind of an older warehouse from the mid '90s, but it's there's a bunch of crates and stuff kind of set up all over the place. But in the center of the area are several work tables here, 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 and here, where you can see that they've been, constructing some pretty hefty equipment. There's an Ultron robot laid out there as well that they seem to be working on. Several more kind of weapons that are in various states of creation or repair at this point. Another suit of armor, and Tinkerer kind of walks in, and the folks over in this area here kind of turn a glance over to you guys. But the two gentlemen that are directly across from you over here that are currently working on a project together kind of peer up from there, and they see, you know, a big group of people come in, and this one right here actually looks a little bit more. Oh, you only see a black screen. Okay. I don't know what's going on. Do you guys see the map or no?
No, I see the map.
Yeah.
Okay. Sean, you might want to just kind of close out Foundry maybe and come back in and see if that works. Thanks for letting me know. But the Machinesmith is tall, slender, and has kind of a body that is very similar to the Ultron armors. But the head has been kind of refashioned to maybe emulate what this guy maybe looked like before he put his essence into a robot. Oh, well, that's why. Sorry about that. Okay, give me 1 second. Just technical difficulties.
See? Technical difficulties, see?
Hey.
Ah, darn. Gotta get your shit fixed. Ah,
Hey, yeah.
here's the fixer.
Nice.
Your characters, there we are.
So we got Machine Gun Kelly and
Well, no, you know what, Sean? It says your character. I've got your token out here, but
oh yeah, this is
It just
Can't
disappeared and came back.
did that work? I put you back out there again. What the hell? Okay, let me try
Showing.
something else. Let me try something else.
He's showing as a player on the screen.
Yeah, but his token is not appearing under my map. Up
It's
there.
weird because it is on ours.
He's fishing.
Yeah.
Weird.
Jesus Christ.
I wonder if it's the token itself, just the.
Yeah, that's how may help you.
Because it's brand new.
That didn't do anything?
Yeah, don't own any token information. The token that's on the board, do I own it? Maybe that's-
Oh, okay, hold on. That helped. Doesn't own vision, so that must mean that the map, we got an issue with the map. So give me 1 second there. Thought I had turned vision off, but maybe I didn't do that.
You know what really turns vision off? When Wanda just won't shut the fuck up.
There we go. I think that did it.
See, yes, that did it.
Okay, so sorry about that. Yeah,
No, it's right. Now I know.
I think when I added your character later, I didn't adjust some of the stuff on his file, so I'll have to look into that. Okay, so Machinesmith walks forward. He's kind of refashioned the Ultron face into somewhat of a human-esque kind of face. He's got kind of long, like pointed beard that comes out into 2 points here, and just a little kind of pencil thin mustache, and completely
Had a
bald head.
pencil thin mustache.
The boss and black can.
And then the fixer has kind of a little bit of a suit of armor on. I'll try to pull up a little picture here for you guys on that. Boop, boop, boop. There we go. So that's kind of what he looks like. And then you have two more individuals there in the room. The gladiator. It looks like this. If you've seen the Daredevil TV series, he was the guy that created Daredevil's costume on the series.
Gotcha.
And then we have this gentleman, the Grizzly, which is a big burly dude. He's got a big furry coat on, but you can see underneath that coat that there's an extra bit of bulk underneath there, and it looks like he's got some sort of suit of armor on him as well.
Hey, Chris, I sent you a Facebook message.
Oh, sorry, let me get it.
You're fine.
Just so you know, if you do need to send me something that's quiet, there's a way to whisper in the chat. And I think it's just, I'll have to look it up and figure out how to do that. But there is an easy way to do that. It's like W/GM, I think, or something like that.
Okay.
And to answer your question, not much. You might be getting just a little bit of something, but a little hard to pinpoint right now.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so Machine Smith starts kind of walking up towards the group, stops about right in here. Fixer is back at the table, and he kind of continues the work that he was working on when you guys came in. And Machine Smith says, "So, Phineas, what do we have here?" Just some new recruits. We've got some guys here that I kind of ran into that looks like they might be willing to pitch in with the owl. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
I am X. Whatever. Sounds all ethereally. I'll get a voice mod next time.
I just walk up. I like, "Hi, sir." Walk up to the machine. Hi, sir. Shake his hand. I'm Killer Joe.
I think just Spidey. No, play it tougher.
I dropped my voice. I'm really pleasure to meet you, man. I've heard a lot about you.
Hi guys, I'm Comet. I'm from out west.
I'm Malachite. Yeah, I assume he has like a gravelly voice or something.
Probably. So you're here to join up, are you?
Malachite says, if the price is right.
If it looks good, yeah.
All right. Well, I tell you what. Why don't you and Grizzly and Gladiator here will show you off to some temporary quarters where we can sit down and have a nice discussion. What do you say?
Works for me.
Sounds fair.
All right. So Grizzly and Gladiator take you back out into the main area outside. And begin walking you down this aisle to the second largest building right here. And Grizzly reaches down, opens up the garage door, and throws it open. And as he does, one more second, sorry. You see a very tall-legged figure appear in front of you. A guy that's on a pair of extremely long stilts. And I'm going to have you all roll an intuition as well.
Yeah, and then same question as before.
People that can see him, I guess. Or can I roll?
Yeah, everybody. This is to sense something.
I got a yellow 85.
Okay.
Cuddle Bear doesn't see shit. Malachite.
It's because you're in my backpack.
Yeah.
Oh, Comet got a 69. Look at that.
Woohoo,
Nick's
Comet!
got a 69. We got 3 69s.
Oh, wow.
Wow, that's impressive. Okay, so those of you that got the 69s and Clint.
Malachite got a green.
Malachi got a green. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 69s are the ones that notice this. Something is coming out of the wall directly behind you guys. And it's the Will-o'-the-Wisp.
Uh-oh.
And now would be the time that we should roll initiative.
Oh, so I take it he knows us. Oh. Because I'm just standing there like, okay.
Yep.
Everybody breaks into action. I'm just kind of like, okay, I don't, what's going on?
Guess the jig is up.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and do the roll here for
So
everybody.
you roll for us, right?
There's a lot of dice.
Yes, it is. You got a lot of people here.
How did I get a 3?
3 plus 1. You'll get more than that, I'm sure.
Oh, that's just the roll.
Damn
That's
you!
just the roll, yeah. Did you get a 1?
Yes.
Oh boy. Okay, so
Spider-Man's or Killer Joe's toast.
Malachite, what's his plus?
Malachite has +2.
2. Okay. Cuddle Bear, what's his plus?
My plus is... +3.
Okay. Nyx.
+3, so a total of 6.
Okay. And Comet.
Just 1.
Okay.
Still go before me.
All right, so we're going to start with Cuddle Bear here.
Well, I don't really know that anything's... Well, I guess I can sense that somebody has entered, I guess, the area and tension is mounting or something there.
Yes, yeah, you can see that as soon
Actually,
as
no,
that...
I had a white on my initiative. Or
Oh,
on
you
my
did on
intuition.
the intuition. Okay, yeah. So
Yeah,
you
yeah.
didn't really feel any of that, but you do see, as far as like the lifting of that garage door, you see these 2 long legs. They go
Well, I
all
was
the
like,
way up.
I'm in Spidey's backpack still.
Oh, you're in the backpack. Okay.
Yeah. I was kind of hiding out, and I thought it would be weird to.
Okay. All right. Well, that's cool then. So yeah. So you can hold your action then for the time being.
Okay, yeah.
So Malachite would be next, and he did get a green, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he sees the stilts appear, and then as the door clears the upper end, this door goes up about 20 feet. So it's a pretty long garage door. The stilt man lifts up a leg, and he starts to come down as Gladiator steps off to the side, and it looks like he's going to be coming down directly on Spider-Man.
Okay, so he'll use his geoforce to try to build a spike from the ground to basically block the step down to kind of try to push him off balance.
Okay.
Try to turn backwards here. Geoforce is marketable. 82 is going to be yellow.
And that's going to be... Okay, yeah, no, that's no problem. You see that coming, raise up a portion of the earth there to cover up Spidey. He hits it. I'm going to have him roll an agility real quick. Agility's excellent. Oh, my cursor's acting up. Come on. Okay, he got a yellow. So he's able to maintain his balance. It doesn't throw him off, but you at least successfully blocked that. So now we'll go to Nyx.
All right. I guess roll for multiple actions.
Okay.
45. Oh, wait, it's fighting, right?
Mm-hmm.
45 on a crit. That is a green.
That'll give you one.
So I have one attack or two attacks?
Two. Yeah.
Two actions.
One extra, two actions.
Okay. So the Stiltman is still out in the hallway now, or
his body is still inside the building.
Oh.
At this point, I would say that he probably made a move that put him about right there.
Okay, and he just struck out at Spider-Man.
At Spidey,
so,
yeah.
Seems like I don't know what's going on, but I will immediately summon some dark energy to go around the Stiltman's legs.
Okay.
Time up. Is that just my control feat?
Yeah.
Nah, don't like that one.
All right. Nope. Fizzles out a little bit on you.
Yep.
Comet.
I am going to step forward to Stiltman, and I am going to use some of my martial arts skills to basically do a swipe kick to his leg, to his stilt, and try to knock him out.
Sweep the leg.
Knock him down, sweep the legs,
Sweep the
get him a
leg,
body bag.
which is an illegal move.
See here, so my fighting. 63. We should call it karma on the 63 there. Okay.
I rolled for you. I didn't mean to. I was actually trying to roll for the stilt man there. So ignore that last one I just did. But you got a green then, is that right?
Yeah,
okay.
green.
All right. So you hit the legs. What is your strength?
My strength is incredible.
And you don't have any body armor, do you?
No.
Okay.
No, I just have the density manipulation.
Okay, so you are going to take 40 points of damage to your shin from kicking that
Hard
That's stilt. Yeah. And like you shattered your skin or your shin there.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, that's. I'm not gonna be surfing for a while.
So aren't you like the hyperspeed?
I don't have a
guy?
board anymore, and now I got a broken.
That's not good.
You're a liability. Leave us.
I'm just gonna lay here.
Now it's Grizzly's turn. Grizzly is going to grab hold of Spidey in a big bear hug.
Killer Joe.
Oh, sorry. Killer Joe. In a big bear hug.
Oh, Joe.
From behind?
From behind. Yeah, so he's going to
Um,
take a little step to the side there.
Am I allowed to do a dodge?
Uh-huh.
This is a grappling move, correct?
Correct.
I'm gonna go down.
And that would be on agility, correct?
Mhm.
Karma. Let's see, that would be.
Going to take it to yellow?
Yeah, I'll take it to a yellow.
Okay. All right.
That's only 10 more.
He still is able to get a hold of you, but he has a tenuous grasp at best. You do take 6 points of damage.
What type of damage?
What type of damage is just blunt?
Blunt.
Uh-huh.
But what was that strength? Because I've got that incredible
Yeah,
invulnerability.
you reduced it to 6, so
Okay.
you're
Gotcha.
yeah, you're okay.
Okay, as soon as I feel like the pressure of like being kind of compressed between the whatever's behind me and Spider-Man, I'm gonna phase from the backpack through whatever is coming at us.
Mhm.
Kind of spring out.
Okay.
That'll be my reserved action.
Okay, so you want to go ahead and interrupt at this point?
Yeah. So
Mhm.
like I come through, and if there's anything electrical there, I kind of try to disrupt it.
Okay, and you're going through
Grizzly.
Grizzly? Okay. Yeah, let me
basically.
move him where he actually is. There you go. This is really tight quarters.
Yes, it is.
They picked a really terrible spot to do this. Okay, so you're going to try to phase through him, and
And then I'm basically land where I was.
gotcha. All right, so what is your phasing power?
It is an amazing rank.
Okay. Oh, shit. Yeah, he locks up for a second. So you have him at a little bit of a disadvantage right now. He
Gotcha.
just absolutely freezes in place. You can see him. He's still got a hold of you, Spidey,
Mhm.
but he's kind of frozen at the moment. So after that, then we're going to Will-o'-the-Wisp. Okay, so did you go through him, and are you kind of more in the space with Spider-Man?
No, I wanted to land behind him, basically where I am.
Okay.
But still in phase.
Oh, that's right. Okay, because you came out of his backpack and then went that way. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
Turn around to face what's going on.
All right. Will-o'-the-Wisp flies through Spider-Man
Fuck.
and goes over to Malachite and throws his hand inside Malachite.
Ooh.
Ooh, got a yellow there, very high yellow, and just puts his hand inside and solidifies the hand.
Mm. That's not good.
And that's going to end up doing 30 points of damage, ignoring body armor.
Is his regeneration like automatic? Does it start like next turn?
No, it'd be next turn, right?
Okay. That hurts, but all right.
You want me to change his health?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did? It didn't appear on my screen there for some reason. I think maybe
But
you
on
did the right. If you right click
the-
the token and then highlight the health underneath, it'll change it right there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, I got you.
And then you just have to hit enter once you change it. Then it should just automatically do that.
Yep.
Did that change on your guys' screen? It didn't change on mine.
No, it's changed on mine.
Hmm.
When I highlight it now, it shows 130.
What about the rest of you guys? Do you see it?
What am I looking at?
Oh, okay. No, yeah, all right. I see. It just didn't move the bar down. I guess it just didn't go down far enough to change it. So, okay, that's all right.
Yeah, I can't see the bar.
That's the first time I've seen that. So,
I didn't realize those dreams was the health bars.
I can only see my health bar. I can't see anybody else.
Yeah,
oh, you
I
can't see
I only
anybody
see
else's.
mine.
Oh, okay. Well, that's news to me. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
We're all right on
previously the enemies like had a circle bar going around them.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
But they don't now.
No,
I wonder what that is.
at least we haven't heard any of them yet, have we?
No, that's true. Yeah, that's true. So maybe you just don't see it yet. Okay.
Slenderman broke my leg.
He did. Grizzly.
That's on
went,
you.
Will the Wisp went. Gladiator. Gladiator, I guess, is next. So he's going to take a rush in to Comet and attempt to charge you. He's got Remarkable and got a white, so he missed. Tripped over you and lands in between you and Malachite. That is not a good place to be.
Where's the wisp?
The Wisp is right here.
Oh, I thought it hit Malachite. Or that
Oh, he did.
was Spidey.
Yep. He sure did. Yep. Sorry. So we're gonna just go about right there.
Yep.
He's gonna cram everybody up. And then Spidey rolls back around to you.
I used a dodge already. Can I
Mhm.
still roll for multiples?
Oh, I guess. But you will have spent one.
Yeah, of course. Arma. 28. Yeah, I'll just spend the 10 and keep it at a green. Because that gives me 2.
Okay.
So take care of the karma before I forget about that. So I'm being held by what's his face?
Grizzly, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But he's frozen.
He's frozen.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know that?
He's kind of grunting a little bit, and he's not moving.
Okay. So it's getting complicated here. So we've got so that person right on top of me is Grizzly, correct?
Yes.
Yes. And then we got Cuddle Bear there and Gladiator right there.
Gladiator here. Yep.
What's he got going on?
He's trying to get himself up off the ground because he just tripped.
Okay. Well, what's going to happen to him is a lot of insects are going to be coming around to cover him.
Okay.
Basically, all the insects within 8 areas, cockroaches, whatever I can find,
Mhm.
I'm going to direct them to attack the game man, to attack the gladiator. Alrighty. And we will call karma on that. And that actually probably takes 10 karma, probably takes a 2A. Yep, that takes it to a yellow.
Okay. And just so you know, as far as the will-o'-the-wisp goes, he's got density control at remarkable.
Giving us the beats.
And I'm giving Clint the beats. The rest of you don't pay attention.
Rest of you don't know this.
You don't know these.
You don't know this.
Flight at typical, but that's connected to the density control.
Right.
Hypnosis at remarkable.
Yep.
And cybernetic manipulation at remarkable.
Gotcha. And that's the only thing I'm picking up off of anybody.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
I think so. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Okay. And I think that puts us back around to the beginning. So we're going to go back to Mr. Cuddlebear.
What is it to get extractions? I know it's fighting, but it's a credible feat.
It is a remarkable feat.
So I would need a yellow to get to. All right.
Cuddlebear does have some remarkable feet.
He does have some remarkable feet.
Those little pets.
Grizzly is kind of frozen now. So what does he look like? You said he's got like a bear.
Yeah, he's got just like a big furry overcoat on, but underneath that you can see that there's a little bit of metal kind of shining through. It's not a full like armor, it's more of like a little bit of an exoskeleton that's enhancing his abilities. It's a little angular and jagged underneath that coat.
Is this Grizzly?
Yeah.
What part of him is frozen?
His upper torso, and as far as you can tell, probably his lower torso as well. It looks like he's probably got something on underneath his pants there too.
Is there a way I could kind of I guess I don't know. I'm gonna try to. Well, he's wearing all this clothes. I can see through it. I want to kind of phase through again, but try to target like basically like joints. If there's like some sort of like the joint mechanisms, like in like the legs, let's say. I want to try to disrupt that to try to basically keep him from moving.
Okay.
So which will be like to I'm basically just trying to run through him, I guess, but like in a place where I feel like it would immobilize him. So I don't know, you want me to do reason or like a charge attack or
I'd probably say a charge attack, yeah.
alright. And we'll call karma after that. So it's 900. Great. So 66, dude.
Almost.
Flirting with it. But that's, I think, just gonna. Nope, it's deep green. Oh, I did call karma though, so 76. We'll put it in yellow.
Okay.
So.
And what's the overall intent here?
I basically want to disrupt any circuitry in his legs to try to keep him from being able to walk.
Okay. All right. What that was? What was his? It's incredible. And you got a yellow, right?
I did.
Okay. You can see him really trying to force against that. And he's not having a lot of success. So you're kind of keeping him at bay. at this point for sure by continuing to pass through that. Yeah.
So basically, like when the
Mhm.
cat is walking around your legs when you're trying to get across the room, you're
Right.
like, "Oh, what the fuck? Stop it!"
You're right. Stilt Man is going to go. And he's, since you're down there at his feet, Comet, he's going to unfortunately come after you again and take another good little stomp. Ooh, dear God. That's a no good.
That's not no good.
You can attempt to dodge out of the way of that, but he gonna hit you regardless.
Yeah.
But you might be able to alleviate some of the damage by trying to roll out of that.
Let's
And you
see.
never know. You might get a 69.
I might have rolled my only one for the night. I need my agility on this one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Boom.
Ooh.
Hey,
Hey, there you go. That's what you need.
Doesn't
So
bode
that is going to take that down to
that's huge. But nice.
2 points of damage.
dos.
Mm-hmm. And then again, if you just right click on your token and then click on the number at the very bottom, you can change that, subtract 2 from that. That puts you at 98.
I must have changed the wrong column on mine.
Yeah, I think it's just easier to do it on the token. It's that way you don't have to worry about left or right side.
Yeah.
All right, Malachite.
Dude, is Will-O-Wisp still have his hand in him? Like,
Yeah, still has his hand inside. Yeah.
So then, would I get a bonus if I'm like just gonna blast him with my fist in his face?
Mm-hmm, sure. You get a +1 there.
Let's do multiple actions for him. Okay. Or incredible that scream. So that's 2, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So first action, the first fist to the face. Ooh, 90. Oh, amazing. It's gonna be deep yellow.
All right, that's great.
So
He
possible slam.
reels back and goes right through him.
What the hell?
Doesn't touch him. Roll an agility for me.
He's gonna take half of us out with him.
67, dude.
Okay. You smash into the wall of the building next to the garage door and put a big hole in it, but you maintain your footing. You don't fall over.
Okay, but the guy's been. I guess he's not in my chest anymore. Then.
It looks like he's still there.
What?
Mhm.
Oh, he can do like part of himself.
Mhm. Mhm.
Very tricksy. I get you. All right.
All right, Nix, you're up.
Oh wait. Also,
Oh, sorry.
The regeneration. Does that
Oh.
active or?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
gotta look at that and see.
Is it passive or? Yeah.
Yeah, it's passive. Okay, Nix.
Okay, so Gladiator's still on the ground, right? Prone, hasn't gotten up yet, or
In the process of
Tripped.
trying to get up. Yep,
And he's covered in bugs.
and he's covered in
and he's
bugs.
covered in bugs. And I haven't seen Grizzly move since he first showed up. He's just
That's
sitting
correct.
there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Stiltman's kicking the shit out of this kid with the broken leg.
Yep.
Right. Stiltman's got to go do a
God,
dark energy
somebody's
blast.
gonna come to my aid.
What'd you say?
I was gonna thank God somebody's coming to my aid.
So energy bolt. Is that on my agility or?
It'd be agility, right? agility to hit.
55. I got a green.
All right. And how much damage?
50.
50. All right.
Yep, that little wheel is gone. Boo.
The little wheel is gone.
Yeah, we can't see how much damage they have.
Oh, well, that
I can at
sucks.
least.
Huh. So something in the settings must have gotten effed up. I'm gonna have to look
Yeah,
at
either
that.
that's part of the update they took away.
Well, I haven't done the update yet, so it should all
Oh.
still be the same.
Hmm.
Okay.
And that's
So
my last action.
so yeah, you reach out, hit Stiltman with the energy, and it kind of causes him to back up just a little bit. You see a little bit of sizzle there on the chest.
Oh,
He took it though, like a champ.
Awesome.
the wheel is, when you look at the fighting order, it's showing up there.
On the fighting. Okay.
Yeah, so that might be where it was, and I just thought it was on.
Oh,
the screen.
okay. Gotcha. Comment. Your turn.
Well, I'm, as much as I hate the wooden Slender Man, expecting team help here, but where I'm laying on the ground, I can reach over and I can grab Grizzly by the leg. I'm going to use my density manipulation to try to increase the freeze that he has to a level of freeze 14, which is the lowest that it could possibly be, and try to make it so that it literally freezes him all the way through where limbs could start popping off of it.
Okay.
So I need my manipulation. Karma. $83.
That's to Stiltman, right?
Right, it's to Grizzly.
To Grizzly. Okay. All right. So let's see here. Okay, tell me again what the goal is here.
Excuse me. To literally freeze him to increase that ice density down to an ice 14 level to try to freeze his limbs all the way through. If it's just his legs, because that's what I can reach, to the point that they freeze so much.
Oh, I see. Okay, so I think you misunderstood the semantics of what I was saying. He's frozen, but not from ice.
My gotcha.
I apologize. I was trying to figure out where you were going with that, and I thought maybe, well, he's talking about some of the oil or whatever that's inside the exoskeleton or what have you. No, he's frozen in place, but not physically like frozen with ice. It was basically the phasing that locked up his ability to move. Yeah. Sorry, I apologize. Now you can still use that roll for something else if you want, since that was a really good roll.
Well, instead we'll just jump over here to the wooden man here, because of course wood in and of itself.
It's metal.
I thought he had wood legs.
It's metal. Yeah.
And that's why you fucked your leg up.
That'd be some really hard wood.
Like when I see your mom cut hardwood.
Yeah.
All right, well, I can't really use that again because I don't have a density manipulation I can use on either of them then. So I'll have to change that roll to something else. Let me think about this. All right, instead, I've still got one good leg, so let me use my lightning speed to try to catapult myself through the legs of stupid tall man and then try to knock him off balance to get him to the ground.
Okay.
So I've got to roll again. Well, I'm going to use my density I can't use that. Okay, so it's got to be my lightning speed. Again, I'll use my karma.
All right, so 63, and that was on amazing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, my
He is
God.
rolling way too good, dude.
Wrong with you tonight, Chris.
At least this time you don't take any damage, but you run through to try to kind of knock him off balance, man. He is just solidly planted there without a doubt. So we're rolling to Grizzly at this point, who is going to attempt to try to get his circuitry up and running again.
Hard reboot. Oh.
Nope. He is still frozen in place. Will the Wisp pushes his arm in deeper into Malachite's chest.
How much does I meant to ask, how much does the regeneration do? Is it rank each turn, or is it?
I would honestly have to look that up. If you got the UPB handy, that'd be a big help. Yeah. It's been a while since I've had to deal with that in game. He gets a yellow, so that's going to be another 30 points there that will be done to him. And you can feel him inside you. Yeah, that's what she said. And it's getting closer, like he is trying to reach for Malachite's heart.
Oh shit! Okay.
It's causing an extreme amount of pain to him, without question.
It's power rank number of times the normal amount of time for healing.
Oh, okay, all right. So I'd have to do a little math on that, but I think he can only heal like maybe four. What's his power rank?
Incredible.
Maybe like 4 points per round, I think.
Okay, so
if I remember correctly.
Adjust his health. It's taken.
He's taken 60, and then would have healed 4, or 4 out of that so far.
So he should get 104. There we go.
Gladiator now is trying to get the bugs off of him at this point. So he is just going to swat away and is able to get, some of the ones off of the upper chest off, and he's trying to back into the warehouse just to kind of get away from them. So he's kind of scooting back on his ass, trying to scoot back and get those things off of him.
I know that feeling, having to scoot around on your ass.
Spidey.
You said I detected density manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let me roll for multiple actions.
Okay.
Karma. I will take that to yellow to give me 3.
Okay.
Okay. First one is I am going to take the density manipulation in exchange for wall climbing.
Really? Okay.
There's a reason.
Okay.
But no, you know what? No. Enhanced sense.
Again, I say really, but you can do whatever you want.
Which one do you want me to? Which one
I
do you
don't
want me to
care.
take?
I don't care.
Yeah.
I just seeing what happens.
Okay. And so that's my first action.
Okay. All right. And then that rolls back up to the top. Who's got extra actions?
Malachite still has one.
I thought we were still in the first round.
We oh no, I apologize. We did jump to the second. If I
Because I had 2
bypassed
actions
you,
the first round.
I apologize. You go ahead and take your second then from the first round. So, and then you'll be able to go
Oh,
again here.
okay.
Yeah.
And then we'll go again. Okay,
Mhm.
then I'm gonna hit the stilt man again with another bolt.
Okay.
76. It's yellow
Okay.
for another 50. And that is it's just a bullseye. Okay.
All right. You're whittling away at him, and with each blast you're hitting him with, he's kind of stumbling back just a hair on each one of those. I'll put him back one here just to show that, and then now we'll go back to the top of this round, which would then bring us to Cuddle Bear. Do you have any extras or no?
Nope,
Okay.
nope.
Then that would be Malachite if he's got any extras.
He has one other action, yeah.
Okay.
And so dude's still like just kind of hanging on in his chest here.
Mm-hmm.
His chesticles.
His chesticles.
Let's see here. Is he? What is it? He's like he's glowing. Is he like some sort of energy being? Like what am I looking at?
Okay, yeah. So I didn't actually throw a picture of him up, so I'll do that for you here real quick so you can see him. He is kind of an energy being from the look of it. His torso looks, well, his clothed body, I should say, looks to be. I'm having trouble with this. Give me a sec. Sorry. This was so much easier 5 seconds ago.
And the edibles.
There it is. Okay. View character artwork and show players. There we go. So now you can see him a little bit better. It does seem to be like some sort of armor that he is wearing, but whether or not it's actual technical armor or magical armor or something else, it's kind of hard to decipher. But the facial features that you can see look almost ghost-like, but it's kind of a glowing green energy.
That looks like a dead member of the Green Lantern Corps.
Yeah, it is, doesn't it?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay, so he's gonna try to absorb some of the energy from the armor and attempt to try to power it down or something, or somehow weaken this guy.
Okay.
So this has energy sponge at an incredible rank.
Hmm.
It says you can absorb the energy and release it like at a later point.
Okay. That would be power rank then that he's going to use for that.
Oh, yeah, Power Ranker.
Yeah, we should do karma for that too, because it's too in his ass right now. I did, because 40 is not the best roll. So I'll spend 20 to make it yellow. 21.
Okay. So this is incredible. You can see that this is giving him some distress, but he's maintaining right now and still trying to push within Malachite. But his form is kind of shifting a little bit.
Okay.
So it's seeming to wanting to affect him.
All right.
Nyx, you've got another action.
Yes, I do. Since can I kind of see? Is he translucent?
The
So I can kinda
where his
see-
flesh would be, yes. Now where the armor is, except for the area that is just above where his arm is inside malachite, seems to be solid.
No, but he's separated by feet from malachite, though. It's just his arm that's stuck in there, or is his body stretched all the way over? I thought.
Yeah,
That's
he's
from-
he's basically right there with him. Yeah.
Oh, he's right there with-
he's
oh, okay.
right within grappling distance. Yeah,
Okay.
but kind of half in the wall.
That's so. Yeah, I mean, I've never tried it before. I'd like to summon the dark energy inside the translucent body that I can see.
Okay.
Thinking if it's open space, summon it and try and create a mask or like a giant ball to hide and like suffocate the dude.
Okay.
All right.
You're gonna need a red.
Oh, well, nine won't do it.
Okay, no, that probably won't.
Hey, it's my favorite number, man. So I love the roll.
You see just a little small ball kind of on the inside and just fizzle out.
Right.
And whether it was whatever energy that's powering him that snuffed it, or whether it was just a bad cast, it's kind of hard to tell.
All right.
Was that your last one?
Yeah.
Okay. Comment. You got any more?
Can I see the picture of Stiltman?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, come on, you little bastard.
Let me just ask this question: above his metal stilts, is he like a human with skin, etc.?
Yeah, he's a human that's encased in that armor. Yeah.
I got you. Okay. So
Now, did you roll for extra actions? I can't remember.
I didn't, but I'm
Okay.
asking this question
Gotcha.
for something in the future.
Gotcha.
No, I did not roll for extra actions, so we
Okay.
can move on from me.
Spidey.
Alrighty. I still have 2. Okay. What rank was that again?
Remarkable.
Remarkable. Thank you. So I am going to take a notice what Will-O-Wisp over there is doing, and I am going to take both of my hands and go into Grizzly and feel around to see if I feel like a power cable or something.
Okay.
And when I do, yank.
Make a reason feat.
Reason feet. Oh, okay. Reason feet. We'll call karma on that just for the hell of it. Okay, 65. And 10 takes it to yellow.
Okay. Let's see here. We're going to put a little paralyzed mark on him. See if I can make that big. There we go. All right, so he is now completely immobile. You reach in and pull out just that in combination with the multiple phasing effects that Cuddle Bear had on him, that is going to kind of eliminate him from battle for the time being.
Gotcha.
All
Okay.
right. Next up.
And then I still have one more action.
Mm-hmm.
Which, if no, does anybody else have any?
Yep, just you.
I'm going to then, because he still has a good grip on me. I can't move, right?
Well, you phased to do that,
Yeah.
so you basically can have already phased out of him.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I will take that. And how far away is Stiltman?
He's within an area.
An area?
Yeah, you can move there with no penalty.
going to jump over to him, and I am going to. He has armor, correct?
He does.
And
Kick his ass.
yeah, basic. I'm going to. I like this new power. I'm going to phase my hands into him as well. Like in his torso.
Okay.
And I will call Karma on that as well.
Since this one, you're actually having to approach him on this one, I am going to have you roll a fighting feat for that one.
That's even better. Karma. We'll keep it yellow.
Okay.
I think that 10 keeps it yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Does that move it up? Yep.
He does not have the ability to dodge from that, so you've got a hold of him. Are you just wanting to kind of do the solidification on the inside?
Yeah, so let us get to immobilize him.
Okay.
Is what I'm thinking I'm doing.
Okay. All right. So you see him kind of seize up. It doesn't necessarily affect the circuitry in there, but it definitely affects the body. And he kind of crumples a bit and is starting to topple. And that draws an end to this round. So we still have a little bit of a ways to go in the battle here. And I know we kind of got a little bit of a late start on all that. It's 10:20. Do we want to call it for tonight and then just pick it up next time?
Damn, 10:20 already?
It's up to you guys. I'm fine, but it's up to you guys. I know we got some East Coast time.
I could go for a little longer.
Go for a little longer.
Bobby, you okay?
I can do one more round.
Okay. All right.
I mean, at this point, I've been up since 5 a.m., so
And it
What's
shows.
another hour?
I literally drove to Ohio tonight, drove back, took a call, and then got on.
Damn.
Okay, so then we shall return to Mr. Cuddlebear.
The next round. Okay, so Grizzly's pretty much done. I see Malachite's having some issues, and this will-o-wisp guy is also in some sort of crazy power armor suit.
Mm-hmm.
Some suits. I'm gonna try to do the same, basically phase and then jump through Malachite and the will-o-wisp, but kind of so I land on the other side of. I'm gonna land over.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's make a agility feat there.
And I will call Karma because my physical abilities aren't that great. It's a good thing I did. 41. Here is just barely green. I'm just gonna spend the 10. It would be so much to make it a yellow, but it's green.
Okay. You leap through Malachite and then into will-o'-the-wisp, and whatever it is that you do to during that process, you know what that feels like when you pass through something that's electronic. It is like passing through air.
Oh, interesting.
Seems to have no effect.
Okay, so I did get a pretty good look at him though, passing through, and it seems to be some sort of. You said his body is almost like an energy, but that's contained in the suit.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
But the suit isn't electronic, so can I make a reason feat to see if it's magical or something?
Yeah.
Try to ascertain the nature. I'm basically trying to ascertain the nature of how this suit works.
Mm-hmm.
2, 7. Monstrous is going to give me yellow.
You have any kind of scientific background? You really don't, do you?
No, I'm just really, really smart.
Hyper intelligence, right?
Yes.
Your best guess is whatever it is that he's wearing is not enhancing him. It's actually containing him.
Okay.
Seems to be some sort of containment suit.
Contain me, Lord.
Stilt Man is going to attempt to get you off of him by extending his body up and through the roof of the warehouse.
Okay.
And he got a green.
I'm just going to go along for the ride.
Okay. Just make an agility feat for me.
Gotcha. 99% sure that I know what. Yep. I will call Karma.
Okay, that's good. You got it. Spend your 10.
Yep.
All right, so you solidify and stay solid and just kind of ride him up as he's going up. Not doing any damage here at the moment, but that is probably sure to come.
Mm-hmm.
Nyx.
Is it me or Malachite?
Oh, sorry, it is Malachite.
Malachite will roll for multiple actions again. 94 or so, right? To jump back and forth between these guys. Yeah, that's red. So was that 3 actions?
Yeah. Wait. I don't think for you it is. What's his fighting?
Incredible.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3.
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, so action the first. Well, let me go ahead and get him back. Give him like 4 more health back. And then he's gonna just try to. The first action will be to do more energy absorption for this dude.
Okay.
For another incredible. Incredible.
What'd you get there?
Shit. 84. That's definitely yellow.
Ooh. And his is incredible there, is that right? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Energy sponge.
Right, yeah. That did something to him there that time. You see him, that kind of shimmering kind of look that he had before, it shifts again and sputters. And he actually lets out a little bit of a
Yeah, motherfucker.
Yeah, now we go to Nyx.
Roll for multiple actions. Yellow. Incredible.
Okay. That would be 2 extra, so total of 3.
Total 3. All right.
Mm-hmm.
The first one is the wisp. He's in the wall still, or has that wall been crumbled and kind of?
Yeah, it kind of has been because he kind of punched through that wall. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Okay. I'd like to summon the inky blackness from the ground up, like tentacles around to kind of restrain or grapple the wisp.
Okay.
That's agility or fighting because it's my
I'd say
dark energy.
fighting on that one. Yeah, it's an extension of you, so I'd go fighting on that.
Okay. Karma. Awesome. And that what was I? Is Is it basically just a grappling?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, how much would I need to spend for that? What's the difference? What's a partial grapple? They still have to roll to get out of it, or
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
okay? I'll spend the 29 karma to 30 karma to get a 61. So it's
Okay.
yellow.
All right.
It's a partial grapple.
Now, don't shoot the messenger, but he's still phasing, so it goes right through him and just ripples right through his lower legs and can't grasp a hold of anything
the
solid.
tentacles just go through all of him.
Yep, sure does.
Oh,
Comment.
All right. So you just use tentacles. I'm going to use testicles. Guys, I've been. So I am going to.
Use your good leg.
Yeah, I'm going to drag myself to this position. Trying to get you out of the way there, Spidey. I'm going to use my density manipulation. I'm sorry, no, I'm not. I'm going to use my elemental control for water. I hate this guy. So, Mr. Slender, Metal Man, whatsoever, I'm literally going to whip it out.
Uh-oh.
Elemental control.
He'll whip it out.
Whip it out.
No wonder you wanted to play one more round.
And create a stream that is
He's
powerful.
actually whipping out his dick
Yes.
to pee on him.
And create a stream that is as powerful as like a fire hose.
This
And
is
I am
a
going to
first.
pee on the opposite side of his metal because urine is actually corrosive to metal because it will corrode to the level of the iron and cause the metal to begin to corrode. So I'm going to shoot him in the backside so I don't hit Spidey and try to corrode this metal.
Okay.
So I am certainly using karma on this one.
I hope so.
What
Just
have
don't
you
roll a
eaten?
1. Just don't roll a 1.
Yeah.
All right,
You start to, like,
an 80
don't have to go.
with karma.
Now, normally I would say that's a power stunt because that's kind of stretching the ability of that power a
You've
little
never seen
bit,
my-
but
you've never seen my stream before.
I love it so much
That is so, yeah.
that
Yeah.
I'm going to allow that to happen.
Thank you, Chris.
All right, so you whip
I
that
appreciate
sucker out and just give it a full blast, man, right at the back of his knee. And it just corrodes instantly and causes the knee to break off, and he topples sideways and kind of gets caught in the ceiling up top and is just kind of hanging on so that he doesn't fall through. Now the other leg is still up, but you've certainly done that some damage, and it might just be enough.
Hey, he broke my leg, but I broke his in a much worse way.
Yeah.
A wicked pisser.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that that takes him out. We're gonna put a little immobile.
You're in destruction.
Gonna make him prone. Wrong. There we go. There we are. Okay, well done, sir.
Interesting.
Let's be creative, right?
Yeah, that's awesome. Super pissed.
Looks like now we go to Grizzly. He's out. Will o' the Wisp is next.
I wanted to make sure you weren't in the line of fire.
I appreciate that, I think.
Will o' the Wisp backs out of his grapple with Malachite. And these balls of light just shoot out from his chest, filling the area around him. And we are going to roll the remarkable column with karma. All right, suckers. Everybody needs to roll a psyche feat.
Psyche, eh?
Psyche, huh?
Mm-hmm.
96.
Karma. Didn't need it.
Where also will call karma. Much needed.
Y'all are a bunch of bastards.
No, you're the bastard.
Gotta spend 20 for green. Malachite.
Bobby, did you call karma on yours or no?
I did not.
Okay.
Malachite got white. Cuddle Bear got green.
Okay. All right. So, Comet, Cuddle Bear, and Malachite. He says to the group, to the area, back off. The three of you guys hear that and take 3 steps back from where you are. Or let's say squares. 3 squares back from his location. So Spidey, you would end up
I did.
probably about right.
I wasn't part of that.
Oh no, you weren't. I'm
97.
sorry. I apologize. Yep, wrong guy. Am I stupid? There we go. All right. Yeah. Okay. Where is?
Maybe this will make more sense. Let me stay in the room.
Yeah, in the building.
Oh yeah. You would stay in the room. Yeah.
There we go.
Mhm.
Did we hear him say that? Did I hear him
Yeah.
say that?
You heard him say that. Yeah, and then you saw some of your comrades move. Oh God. Just bought a new mouse. This is not supposed to be doing this. Shit. Okay. We left off with Will of the Wisp. That goes to Gladiator. Boy, he doesn't have anybody real close to him here at the moment, except for Nyx. Nyx, are you in the air? No.
On the ground.
All right, he's gonna run over to charge you then.
Okay. Olay.
Hey, ole! That's right. So he goes right past. He is not having a lot of luck with the charging, for sure. Let me put him over just one more there, right there. And then we'll go to Spider-Man.
Okay, I'll roll for multiple. Got a yellow, so that is 3. So Will-O-Wisp is really the only thing close to me. Do I have to take an action to unphase out of Stoatman?
No. Mm-mm.
No, gotcha. So I will. Is she in the air, or he in the air, or floating?
Will of the Wisp is still maybe about 3 feet up in the air.
Okay.
But you're above, so
Yeah.
you're about 20 feet up.
Going to jump down towards Will-O-Wisp,
Mm-hmm.
and as I pass, I'm planning on passing through her, because that's what I've seen everybody do.
Mm-hmm.
But as I pass through, I'm going to make myself super dense,
Okay.
like rock dense, so that I try to solidify to bring him down to.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And I will call karma on that. And do you want me to roll that on agility, or what do you want me to roll that on?
I would roll Agility, yeah.
Karma. 34. Yeah, I will go ahead and spend the karma to take that up to yellow since I'm trying to do something interesting here.
All right. So you dive down and hit Will-o'-the-Wisp, or quote unquote hit Will-o'-the-Wisp, passing through them. And when you do, you switch your density level to basically kind of match. And what you're doing here is kind of trying to match a frequency here.
Okay.
Whether it's a vibrational frequency or whatever this is, this new power that you have,
right?
You're able to kind of sense where they're at and then shift to match that. When you do, the two bodies merge, and in a burst of searing pain, you two become one.
Awesome.
And
I was kind of actually hoping that would happen.
And it causes an enormous amount of pain to both of you, and a little bit of damage as well. What's your endurance?
My endurance is good. But I do have the invulnerability to energy and physical.
Okay.
At incredible. If that matters in this instance.
Okay.
Your endurance is only good?
Shh. Posture.
Yeah.
Pretty well. If you haven't figured that out by now, there's something wrong with you.
Right. The question is who.
All right, you're going to take 30 points of damage this round, and that is keeping all of that in mind. All right, so you will take 30 points of damage from this. And the two of you now are falling, and you're solid, semi-solid and falling to the ground together.
Gotcha.
That just got really interesting. Yeah, I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. So I still have 2 actions. So
right. So we're going to roll back up to the top. Mr. Cuddlebear, do you have any extras?
Nope. But Malachite still has 2.
Okay, Malachite then.
That's right.
You don't have any actions.
Oh, Cuddlebear.
You don't have any actions, but Malachite's going to run up to the massive, quote unquote, Spider-Man Will-o'-the-Wisp and try to drain more energy from the will.
Okay, cool.
While he's got him kind of somewhat distracted or whatever. Do I perhaps get a bonus for him being all entangled?
Yeah, I give you +1 on that.
Woo! Alright. Anything that's a deep in the green.
Alright.
And what's his power rank again on that? I forget.
Incredible.
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 And I'm sorry, what color did you get?
His was green.
Green. Okay. Damn, dude. All right. I should probably lower this because of the pain that he's in right now. I'm gonna bring that down just a little bit.
Yeah.
Still makes it though. Still gets a green. So again, you see that same shift. Somehow, though, he's able to resist it. Nyx.
I'm going to turn and face Gladiator and just fire hose eject energy to try and knock him against the wall, and I'm going to solidify the dark energy on the wall to try and like plaster him to it.
Okay.
What would I roll for that?
I think that's agility there as well. So it sounds like a shooting attack to me.
Go Nyx.
Carp. So that is like just green.
Hmm.
Okay. Shit. I guess would yellow do anything for me with that?
If he attempts to dodge, which he's going to try to, it hopefully will keep you at a point where you can still hit him.
Yeah.
You still have
do
a
I-
movement?
Gladiator.
I haven't moved. I don't know. But I guess.
Where we come? Yeah,
This is my second.
second action. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, so you're okay. Yeah, you should be able to do it and hurt him with that. So what's the damage on that again?
It's 50.
Okay.
And hopefully, I mean, if it takes my next action to solidify him to the wall, that's
Mhm.
fine. That's what my whole intent is to pin him.
Yeah, no, it sounds like more of a webbing type thing. So no,
Exactly.
that's good. We can have him attached to the wall there.
Okay. And, it'll
Um,
just be the
Is that still at material
Solidification.
strength?
yeah. It's just it would be amazing.
Okay, that'll be enough to hold him. We put him, mark him as grappled. Where's grappled? Restrained. That's what we want. Okay, here we are. I wonder how fitting he has a gladiator's net restraining him.
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
All right, so that was Nyx. Comet, you don't have another action, right?
I do not.
And I guess that's Spidey.
Okay, so yeah.
Now you can continue to do what you're doing to cause him more damage.
Then that will cause me more damage too, then, though, correct?
Probably.
Let me see something here. Let's go ahead and do it.
Okay.
Attaboy.
Yeah, so karma. No, wait, that's
Yep.
Yep.
That's a man move right there. Nobody can call you a kid again.
You'll see. We'll see about that.
All right. You hear him just scream out in pain as this spider wisp is writhing in agony through this combination this abomination basically that you've created here. That'll roll us back around to the top.
How much do I take?
Oh, you take another 30. Cuddlebear, do you have any more?
Nope, you don't have it's one.
Malachite?
Malachite does have one more. And so he sees the Spidey and Will-O-Wisp kind of rolling around the floor, writhing in pain.
Mm-hmm.
But they're kind of entwined still, so he's gonna try one more time to just try to absorb as much energy as he can from them. I will go ahead and call Comet for that too. Good thing. I'm just gonna take it to the brain though. I'm not gonna blow all this karma. That was a shit roll. But I can make it green.
And what was the intent here?
To try to absorb more of energy from
Just
the
another absorption. Okay, gotcha. And you got a green, correct?
That is cool.
Okay. Damn, dude. Nope. Still, he just kind of shifts, and it may just be the adrenaline that's going through this guy right now from the pain that he's in, but it's not having any effect.
All right.
Nyx.
So they're just writhing
Yeah.
as like the thing kind of.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's gross.
I'm gonna shoot a bolt of dark energy into the pile.
Oh
See if
boy.
I can-
Okay.
Like separate it out or something like that. I don't know.
Stop that, you two.
32. That's a green.
And the damage on that
50.
is 50. Okay. Where does that put you at health-wise, Spidey?
That is energy.
Yes.
That would only cause me, and that is an amazing power.
Yes. Yep.
That would only take me down to 54 because with my invulnerability, it'd only get me 10.
Does that work against? It does work against.
Works against
corrosives.
physical and energy.
Okay. All right. So you send that energy into the midst of that, and they are still somewhat incorporeal, but just solid enough. And once that hits, you hear this sizzle, this pop, and this explosion that blows the two of them apart from one another, sends Will-o'-the-Wisp out into the middle of the alley, and Spider-Man back into the building and into that set of crates back there in the back. And he's not feeling too great, but it didn't knock him out. As you guys are trying to kind of recoup and gather each other up in the alley, you see those thugs that were kind of manning the perimeter. You would think that they either would have already come running or would have run off by this point. Now they're slowly walking down either side of the alley, and you can see a couple of them grab what looks like some sort of like metallic capsule of some sort and jamming them into their arms. And a couple of them are starting to grow a little bit. One of them has caught his hands on fire. And the other one is lifting something, one of the crates off to the side with the power of his mind. And that's where we'll call it for this week.
Oh,
Hot damn.
good deal. Just getting started.
Can I do one more thing before
Yeah, sure.
we...
Uh-huh.
Okay, so as this is happening, you see Spider-Man walk out,
Mm-hmm.
and he's standing there.
Yeah.
But I think this happened because of the what just happened.
Mm-hmm.
He no longer looks like Tom Holland.
Oh.
He looks like Cal Penn.
Nice.
It's a totally different person. And we'll end it there.
Okay. All right. Good deal.
Good stuff, guys.
Next is gonna shoot him. some new person.
Who's this guy?
Oh,
He's wearing the same clothes that Tom Holland was wearing.
yeah. Okay.
Just to clarify, I put my pants back on.
Oh, okay.
You're not running
Still
with your,
standing there
with your
the
dangle. Oh, that's good.
Hold up the trousers. We're good.
Let me go ahead and throw some karma at you guys. I may have to just kind of dole this out little bit by bit because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the math here real quick. So you're going to get looks like 30. Maybe 70. I'm doing the math. Sorry.
Okay,
Take your time.
take your time. You have to add another zero. at
We
the
know
end.
you suck at math.
Fuck you, 120.
Wait until after he adds up the karma before insulting him. Why do you keep track and litter in here? You suck.
95. All right, we're going to call that 195.
55. Gotcha. I I think Comet should get a little bit of extra for doing the piss wave.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Yes,
yes,
yes.
by all means. I think that's worth about 100 karma points right there.
All right, thanks, guys.
I
I wasn't passing up an extra round because I knew what I wanted to do.
That was one of the most difficult battles we've had so far.
It was.
Yeah.
Which I find very interesting.
Why? What did you not expect it to be? Come
Will
on.
Will of the Wisp was a whole lot more powerful than I thought he was going to be, to be honest.
Yeah,
I didn't think he would give you guys as much trouble, but then with the whole density manipulation, since we have two others already in the group that kind of have something like that, it made that kind of interesting. Okay, well, good deal. We'll meet again in 2 weeks, fellas.
That's good.
Hopefully we'll have the whole crew here this time.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes.
All righty, guys.
All right, everybody.
Goodbye. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Good evening, peoples.
See you guys.